Te whare wānanga o Waitaha, the University of Canterbury, sits within the tribal boundary of Ngāi Tūāhuriri, one of the hapu of Ngāi Tahu. For Ngāi Tūāhuriri, stories lay the foundations of our world, teaching us about ourselves and our connection to Papa Tuānuku, Mother Earth, to Ranginui, Sky Father, and to all creatures. Papa Tuānuku in Ranginui's story tells of the separation of the sky and earth. The story of Auraki explains the southern landscape and the formation of the major mountains that make up Ngā Tiritiri o Te Moana, the Southern Alps. The story of Ngāi Tahu tells of the first people to settle in Te Waipounamu, and that of Tamatea describes how the familiar features of the South Island came to be named. Finally, the story of Tāwhaki and his quest for knowledge relates perfectly to a university context where students achieve knowledge by working their way through levels of achievement. Ngāi Tūāhuriri have also shared their stories through the naming of various university buildings, places of significance around campus, and through Te Ara Pourewa o Ngāi Tahu, the Ngāi Tahu Tower Tree. These stories imbue the campus with indigenous knowledge and philosophies to broaden and enrich the university community's awareness and appreciation of Māori culture. The stars, the sun and moon are celestial markers for navigation as well as traditional seasonal indicators for food gathering. Matariki marks the start of the Māori New Year, around midwinter, a time when crops were harvested and seafood and birds that had been collected were stored away. This ecological shift in season marks the new year with a celebration of new life and new beginnings. The star Puaka, also known as Rigel, a blue-white star in Orion, has important significance to Ngāi Tahu as it marks the end of the mutton bird and eel season. These species are still gathered today as a staple of the Ngāi Tahu people during festive events. Puaka is the Māori name given to the Central Library. Rehua is spoken of as a chief among stars. He is associated with wellness, healing and leadership, as well as the bright star in the sky that signals the start of summer. Rehua will house the College of Education, Health and Human Development, Executive Programs and the Centre for Entrepreneurship. Haereroa is the name of the stream that flows through the campus. It reflects the importance of sustenance and manaakitanga of the ancestors, who would travel from Kaiapoi to Rāpaki, stopping at Haereroa to contemplate, replenish and prepare for the next part of their journey. Haereroa is the name gifted to the UC Students Association for their new building, which will become a vibrant heart for the UC student experience. The story of Tāwhaki and his ascent through the heavens in pursuit of knowledge is well known throughout Te Ao Māori. Whatukura is the term used to describe the sacred stones used by the tohunga to represent ancestral knowledge, and also refers to the wise council of tohunga who reside in the topmost heaven. The central atrium of the new Ernest Rutherford Science Building is named Whatukura to illustrate this story. There are 13 pou, or towers, in Te Ara Pourewa o Ngāi Tahu. The images weave a story of creation, adaptation and biculturalism of Aotearoa New Zealand and Te Whare Wānanga o Waitaha, the University of Canterbury, through mythology, religion, art and architecture. Each pou is named after a celestial feature, navigating and leading on to the next point, like the wakahaurua of our ancestors. These pou represent the past, present and future, while at the same time welcoming those from other lands. Roimata is the name given to a sculpture designed by Māori artist Ricky Manuel and built by UC engineering staff to commemorate the 7th anniversary of the 22nd of February Canterbury earthquake. It was unveiled at a special ceremony on that date and tells a story of remembrance. To Māori, the upside-down koru represents death, in keeping with a memorial to those who lost their lives in the February earthquake of 2011. The surface is undulated to represent Otakoro, the River Avon, onto which the people of Ōtautahi, Christchurch, throw flowers each year in memory of that fateful day. The bronze flowers on the surface depict this ritual. Roimata will remain on our campus as a permanent reminder of the earthquakes and as a focus each year for our remembrance of the loss and suffering of our university community, the contribution they made afterwards, and what the university has become since. These narratives will ensure the history and philosophies of mana whenua, Ngāi Tūāhuriri, are incorporated into the landscape of the campus and the UC experience. Tangata tū, tangata ora, pui e, tae ki e.